They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Crimson punt team on the field. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. Pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The give is to Miller. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Rides to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Open. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, it's Adams. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball. And
he'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. This offense has been running up and down the field, and and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here come the Irish back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang well.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the ground, it's locked. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
To the air, it's Leonard. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looking for a block, it's Adams. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Quarterback will keep it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll try the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The hand to the running back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down mark. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm? They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. Looking for space. It's Love. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gives it to the back on the draw. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there. It's avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The give out of the gun. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on fourth down. I'm going to go for it on fourth down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line not getting moved around, making a play.
Touchdown tie! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The throw. Quickly to the tight end. Dances away again. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll ride his man on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Makes him talk to the hand. Tackled there by the defense.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some...
There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Bama. And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass, it's Leonard. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Irish send out the punt unit. He gets a block. Bulldozes him. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming. Thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Right back to him on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. The give to the tailback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And